Go ahead and take that seat. We're gonna warm up with a couple energizing breaths. Nice deep breath in and big exhale out. Think about posture, standing, sitting tall, navel drawn in towards that spine. One more time, nice deep breath in, big breath out. And then let's start marching in our chair. All these exercises that you're doing, think of the crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling, navel drawn in towards the spine. Take that to a wide knee march. A little bit of a different angle through those hips. 4, 3, 2, back to the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, out wide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're doing seated cross country. If that's not a good option for your legs to be able to kind of jump and switch, both feet can stay a little bit forward, and then you're tapping your toe underneath the chair. Otherwise, those feet are going. Again, sitting nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going to jumping jacks. Either tapping out to the side with 1 foot, both legs go in and out, arms can go at shoulder level, or they can go overhead. So whatever option is good for you this morning. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We're going to slow that down just a little bit, a little reach and extension with that leg going out to the side, or you can bring that arm across instead of going overhead, either option. I want you to feel that length through the hip. This also helps to warm up the hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross those arms, sit up tall, belly button pulled in, nice deep breath in. Exhale as you rotate from rib cage, a little bit of shoulder turn, head turn, hold, come back to the center. Same side, big breath out. Trying to work through that thoracic rotation. Not forcing anything through the neck, just let that neck swivel. And then over to the other side. Exhale, rotate from that rib cage on that side. Shoulder comes a little bit and that head swivels with the spine. Slight pause on that end range. 2. One more time. Big breath out. Coming back in. Tap those toes. Your heels are glued to the floor. Tapping your toes, and then going side to side. Keep moving with those toe taps. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then heel taps. Toes are glued down to the floor. Tapping those heels. And then a little bit of side to side motion with those heels. Working on some ankle mobility here. 3, 2, 1. 1 foot is going to be going heel to toe. 1 foot's going to be going toe to heel. So imagine my hands kind of doing the same thing that my feet are doing. Rolling forward and back, alternating, heel to toe or toe to heel. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see better what I'm doing, but you can stay right in your chair. Sit up nice and tall. We're working on a seated boat pose. Navel drawn in towards the spine. Arms can be out or across with the chest. We're hinging back, lengthening from that spine. Don't allow that lower back to round. Brace the core. Draw that rib cage down towards the pelvis. If you want to lift up one leg, you can. Keep breathing. If you have one leg in the air, switch to the other side. Keep holding. Shoulders relaxed down, core pulled in. You can also support and hands to the back of the leg as you hold. 3, 2, 1. Use your arms to come back up. Go into a little bit more core, navel drawn in towards the spine. You're going to hinge forward, nose over knees. Press through the feet and come right back up so our shoulders are stacked over the hips. Hands can be on the thighs for a little bit more back support, or arms can be crossed in front of the chest or just held in the center. Keep the head in the same position, so don't round the spine. You're looking down at the ground as you hinge forward, back nice and tall. Inhale to lower, exhale, brace the core and come back up. 3, 2 more, 2. On this last one, if you don't need support from the spine, we're holding. We can add a little bit of an arm lift to engage the lats, which creates a little bit more of a challenge for our core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay hinged, relax those arms. We're going to W's. From this hinge position, you can look up for a second, but then I want you to look down at the ground so your neck stays neutral. Thumbs are up. We're drawing our shoulder blades together and we're squeezing. So from a side view, I'm here, I'm pulling back, arms are squeezing, and then I bring them back down. So we're making W's with our arms in that forward hinge position. Exhale as we pull back. What you want to feel is both of those shoulder blades drawing to the midline of that spine. So right into that middle of the back, shoulders draw back and down. Once you feel that little squeeze even from the middle and lower part of the shoulder blade. It's great for shoulder stability, helping the shoulder to track and glide. 2 more, squeeze. 1 last time. And gently release, sitting back up, grab that towel, make a little bit of ball, bring it in between the knees. Sit up tall, navel drawn in towards the spine. Okay, extend one leg out and we're just holding. We're squeezing those inner thighs just a little bit as well as we hold that leg up into a static leg extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Keep squeezing. Bring that other leg up. Sit up tall. Keep breathing. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Other leg. Extend out. This time you're going to squeeze a little bit. You're pressing that straight leg into that bent knee, but you're trying to stabilize that bent knee from a lot of wiggling back and forth. So draw the core in. You're kind of pressing that towel towards the other knee. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Switch to the other side. Hold, and then little presses. If the leg is swaying a lot on the opposite side, you can put your hand on the outside of the leg to offer a little bit of support. You also actively push down with that bent knee through the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and relax. Bring that, you can place that towel we use in a second when we go up. I want to work on some shoulder flexion, palms face in. As you lift overhead, your palms are faced in, and then bringing it back down. A little bit of extension, you may feel a lat stretch. Now we can lift up the one leg up as we come up, come back down, brace the core, belly button pulled in. Make sure that the palms are facing in. That gives a little bit more space for that shoulder capsule. You can modify that and just kind of bend the elbows a little bit if the extension overhead isn't good for you. Keep that core pulled in. Got 2 more. 2, and last one. Good, go into some sit to stance. We're gonna go navel, nose over knees, navel into the spine, press all 4 corners of the feet, extend up, and right back down. So driving the hips up, and then slow and controlled coming back down. Big toe pressing through the floor actively. Keep that straight neutral back position. Don't plop as you come down. Good. 4, 3, 2 more. 2. You're gonna go all the way up, all the way down on this last one. Good. We're gonna play a little reaction game. When I say sprint, you're sprinting in the chair. When I say jump, it's halfway up and down. So it's not a full sit to stand, it's just that first half part of that. When I say pull, you're doing a row with your arms, pulling back and squeezing the shoulder blades together with a couple options, either a single leg kick or a double leg kick. So pull is either single leg, double leg, you got sprints, and you got jumps. So I'm going to start slow, and then I'm going to call out different things, and those are the 3 exercises I will be calling out. We're going to start with a sprint. Sprinting in the chair. Jump. Halfway up and down. Sprint. Jump. Sprint. Pull. Sprint. Jump. Sprint. Pull, remember, can be single leg or double. Sprint. Pull. Sprint. Pull. Sprint. Jump. Pull. Sprint. Jump. Sprint. Pull. Sprint. Jump. Sprint. Jump. Sprint. Pull. Sprint. Jump. Pull. Good, and relax. Go ahead and come to standing position, grab a drink of water if you need it. And then I want you to grab your towel as well. I'm going to make just a little adjustment on my screen. All right, we're going to work on balance using this, tossing it back and forth. So we're going to start with the vertical knee lift. Stand to the side of your chair just in case you need some support. Your toe can be on the floor or the foot hovering. If just standing there is balancing, you can try that too with just both feet grounded to the floor. If that seems really safe and you can move on to the toe down on the floor, then you can do that as well. If that feels safe, you can bring the foot up so that the foot is hovering the floor. That way you can tap down whenever you need to. So we're just doing tosses back and forth. Good for brain function, as well as hand-eye coordination, balance, core stability. Remember to draw that navel in towards that spine, bottom rib towards the pelvis to stabilize the hip and the core. Now you can go around the world if that's okay for your shoulder. So we're swinging it and tossing it. You can pass it from one hand to the next, or you can toss and catch. You can even get it higher for a little bit of a different challenge. Okay, if you're going around the world, switch directions. Good. Just think about keeping the spine tall, navel drawn in towards the spine to stabilize that core, which will help with balance. And relax, shake those legs out. Go into the other side. Start with the toe down just to make sure each side is different. So you want to listen to your body and make sure that this is a safe activity for you. Navel drawn in towards the spine. Stack that core, make sure that hip is drawn in. If toe down feels good, you can hover that foot, tap down whenever you need to. It can be a pass or a little bit of toss, but the toss helps with that hand dexterity, hand-eye coordination. You can go to around the world as an option, which is good for shoulder mobility, especially with that IR, that internal rotation of the shoulder joint as you reach behind you. And reverse if you're going around the world. If you're going in front, maybe make your tosses a little bigger if you're not going behind your back for a different challenge. Good. And relax, shake that out. We're going to go to X balance. That's the one that we're reaching to the side. The toe can stay on the ground. So we're stabilizing through the straight leg. Think of a diagonal line from your fingertip all the way down to your toe. Your foot can stay on the floor or it can hover, but let's keep the foot down just to see how that challenge feels as we toss in a diagonal line up and down. That feels safe, and we need to add a different challenge. We can bring that foot up off the floor, or we can keep that foot on the floor. That might be enough of a challenge for us. This is side to side weight transfer, so it's a little bit different than just standing in that vertical knee lift like we were just doing. Good. And relax. Shift it over to the other side, navel drawn in towards the spine. Draw the hip in, don't lock out that knee on that standing leg. Maybe try just tossing before you lift the leg off the ground. And then you have that option of that toe coming off the floor and holding. Good. Bigger the toss, the more the challenge, because your body's having to react in different ways. That's what makes this different than just standing and holding in a static hold. Lots of things happening with our sensory systems, which affects our balance. Couple more tosses. You're almost there. Good, and relax it. Go ahead and put that off to the side. Grab, if you have 2 dumbbells, grab with something you're gonna do with your shoulders for Scaption Raises, a lighter weight. If you have really heavy dumbbells, you could always just use your hands. But on this one, just make sure that your dumbbell head is up, meaning it's facing the ceiling. Thumbs are facing the ceiling on this one. We're gonna do squats with Scaption Raises. So you're gonna squat first, all 4 corners of the feet pressing into the floor, navel drawn in towards the spine, back is neutral. As you come up, little squeeze of the shoulder blades as you draw the shoulders down and back, and arms go into a V position. Squat, shoulders down and back before you engage that lift. Squat, little squeeze in through the shoulder blades and lift. Arms are straight. You can alternate if you need to, if that's creating tension through the neck. You don't have to do doubles. You can modify that squat, or if you're a little bit warmer and you want to go a little deeper into that squat, that's okay too. You got 4 more. Don't forget when you stand up to set your shoulders, shoulder blades down and back, a little retracted before you go to lift. 2. And 1. Good, nice job. We're gonna grab 1 weight. If you have really light weights and you wanna double up with 1 hand, that might be okay too. But we're gonna go to some rows. You can either use the chair for support as you're in a hinge position, opposite arm, opposite leg as you pull up and down. Or you can get into more of a static lunge. Your hand can be on your knee, navel drawn in towards the spine. Shoulder blade is down and back. And then we're pulling and squeezing right towards the outside of our hip. Try not to allow that shoulder joint to round forward. If you need to reset the shoulder each time, that's okay. Kind of pack it down and back. And then just pull right to the outside of your hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna switch. If you were using that chair, you might wanna go to the other side so that you're hinging forward with the arms to the outside, or you're getting into that lunge position. Again, shoulder down and back, pulling and squeezing right towards the outside of the hip. The gaze is a little bit forward so that your neck stays neutral. Don't look up at the camera if that causes the neck to kind of be in hyperflexion. Squeeze, shoulders down and back. Each time, you just need to feel that little squeeze. You don't want to feel the shoulder joint pulling forward. You want to just feel the shoulder blade pulling back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and stand up. Grab your other dumbbell. We're doing bicep curls. Shoulders are down and back, palms face up. We're curling up and down. Keep the elbows right towards the outside of your hips. Belly button pulled in. Knees are soft. We're not locking up that knee joint. Good. Squeeze those arms and then nice and controlled, bringing them down. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Exhale as you come up. Inhale to lower. Last time. Good, and relax. Going into triceps. Palms are face back as you're going to press back. I want to add a little bit of a heel dig to that. You're going to tap your toe in front of you, your heel in front of you as your toe pulls back towards your shin. Shoulders down and back. We're pressing back. We're going to feel a little bit of tension through the back of the arm. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Going back to bicep curls, but this time hammer curls. So palms face in. Instead of your hand up, palms are facing in towards the side of your body, curling up and down. Shoulder blades down and back. Good. or pulled in, stand up tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second set of triceps. This time, the elbows are going to be back a little bit into tricep kickback. Bend the knees just a little bit and a little hinge forward. If you shouldn't be hinging forward, standing, sit down and do this as the same option. It's going to give your back a little bit more support. Otherwise, we're in this position, we're pressing and squeezing the shoulder blades. Palms are facing your outer thigh. So not palms facing back, palms facing the side of your body. Squeeze, bring it in. Full extension of the elbow as you press back. Shoulder blades are down and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, stand back up. Grab the weight, one single weight that you're going to be doing a row with. And then you're going to go into that split stance position again, either using that chair for a little bit of support in that hinge position or going lower into a squat as we row. Either option. We're doing a static, either split stance or lunge. As you pull and squeeze, shoulder down and back. Exhale as you pull up right to the outside of your hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and switch sides. Other foot is in front, either hold in that chair or into that lunge position, shoulder down and back. Pull and squeeze. You want to feel that shoulder blade gliding towards the middle of your spine. Exhale as you pull up, inhale as you lower. Almost there, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and stand back up. Go ahead and put that weight down, get a drink of water if you need it. We're gonna do a little bit of cardio, standing up. We're gonna do a little bit of agility stuff. So imagine a straight line out in front of you. We're gonna go up, up, back, back. So start with your right foot, go forward and back. Up, back, back. Right, left, forward, right, left, back. And then we're gonna speed that up, 15 seconds. I want you to go a little bit faster, whatever your faster pace is, and go. It could be almost a jog. It could be just a faster pace than what we just did. Up and back. It could be speed. Good, it's just 15 seconds. You can do it. Give me 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, switch feet. Left, right, forward, left, right, back. This is recovery. You're just catching your breath and you're getting your feet to move in that pattern with the other foot going forward, other foot going back before we speed it up. In 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and speed it up, 15 seconds. Up, up, back, back. Right, left, right. Excuse me, left, right, left, right. You can even say it in your brain. That can sometimes help your feet move. Up, up, back, back. Good, you got this. Give me 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, just march it out. Nice deep breath in and out. Now we're gonna go side to side. So just get the feet moving side to side. Imagine that straight line that's down the center now that we're going side to side. And this time we're gonna go 20 seconds. It's a little longer because it's only one set of these because we're doing both sides. And then we're gonna go quick feet side to side. If any of you wanna hop, you can. Otherwise, keep one foot down on the ground and go. Side to side. Good, remember this one's just a little bit longer than the last one. We're only doing it one time. You're already halfway there. Give me 10 more seconds, you got it. Good, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, march it out. Nice deep breath in, and big breath out. A little coordination with the legs. 3 marches and taps. 3, 2, 1, tap. 3, 2, 1, tap. 3, 2, 1, tap. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna move that sideways and tap. 3, 2, 1, tap. 3, 2, 1, tap. So you're always tapping and then going in that direction. Tap. 3, 2, 1, tap, 3, 2, 1, tap. Couple more. Tap, 3, 2, 1, tap, 3, 2, 1, tap. One more each direction. Good. And back to that march. Just catch your breath. And do a little speed bag. You can march in place, or you can do more like a boxer shuffle. You can jog if you want to, but we're moving that speed bag forward. Elbows can be low, or they can be a little higher. If that creates tension in your neck or hurt your shoulder, just keep it lower. Speed bag forward. Good, now reverse it, go the other way. Trying to work a little bit of speed and agility. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, last one. We're gonna do a squat. As we come out of the squat, we do a little bit of a front kick. So if you need to hold onto your chair, you can. Little squat. As you come out of that squat, you're standing on one leg. A little bit of a front kick. Squat to front kick. You're alternating the front kicks. Your core is pulled in. A lot of balance, lower body leg strength, and core stability on all happening with this move. Remember to ground all 4 corners of the feet. Navel's drawn in towards the spine. You're hinging from your hips, keeping your back straight as you go down into that squat, driving your hips up and that kick. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Going to leg raises. Belly button pulled in. The leg you're standing on it, don't lock that knee out. Toe facing forward. Little squeeze through that outer thigh. Belly button pulled in. If you want to make this also a balance challenge, you're holding on less with that chair. Single finger, hand hovering. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going right into calf raises. Up on your toes, slow and controlled back down. Lift up and lower. Again, balance challenge would be less hands on the chair, single finger or hand hovering, but always have that chair nearby in case you do need to hold on to it. Don't let your heels plop to the ground. Control that speed and that weight as you go down to the ground. So we're working both directions on that calf raise. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good leg lift on that other side. Belly button pulled in. Hold in that chair if you need to. Out and in, toe pointing forward. Navel drawn in towards that spine. Little squeeze through that outer hip. Make sure the toe is facing forward and not pointing in the other direction. That changes the tension through the hip and it changes the muscle that we're trying to activate. You are almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. We're going to stretch out our calves before we go back down to a seated position. So I want 1 foot forward, knee is bent slightly, other foot is pressing heel down into the ground. Lean towards the chair, keeping the back heel pressing down. Then kind of stretch out that calf. If you're still not feeling it, front leg can knee bend, the front knee can bend a little bit more as you kneel into that. We're going to go just a few more minutes with these stretches. Good. And then switch to the other side. Other heel is pressing down. Front knee is bending. Back is flat. Holding onto the chair as I lean forward. But don't put your body weight into the chair unless it's up against the wall. Nice deep breath. Start slowing that breath down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Step that back foot forward. Come to a seated position. Going to go into spinal twist. Inhale it up. Exhale. Top hand comes to the outside of the thigh. Back hand comes to the chair. Lengthen through the spine. Rotate through the rib cage. And you can add a little bit of a head turn to also give you a neck stretch. The hand that's on the thigh can press gently to deepen that stretch as you inhale and exhale. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, arms extend up. Reach and elongate through the arms and the spine. Bring it over to the other side. Pressing through the outside of the thigh. A little bit of a head turn. Want to feel tension but not pain. 2 more breaths in and out. Make sure you're completely emptying your lungs on your exhale. Bring it back towards the center. Release your hands onto your knees. Round up like a cat, chin towards the chest, but relax your shoulders. Nice, deep, slow breaths in and out. And then we're kind of come up into seated cow. I want you to lift your sternum as you slide through those elbows, lifting. So we're extending. You should feel stretch through that middle back, which is your thoracic spine. And just kind of keep the head neutral. We don't have to look up towards the ceiling. And then gently release. Inhaling up, grabbing onto one wrist. I want you to extend that arm up, feel the stretch through the outside of the lat, and then hinge to the side. If you need more support from the lower back, you can drop that hand and place it on the thigh, and then just reach with the arm itself. Either option. Try not to rotate the shoulders forward, coming back, grabbing onto the other wrist, and then extending over, or again, you have that option of that hand extending if that's not a good option for your shoulder or your back. Breathing in and out. Good, one more breath in, come back up, both arms reaching down, kind of shake those arms out. Going into leg curl, extend one leg out, hand on the bent knee. As we hinge forward, that hip bone in through that leg and the hip joint is pressing backwards as we hinge forward. Relax that toe. We want to get right into the hamstring muscle on the back side of the leg. Nice deep breath in and out. Your hand can also support on the thigh, can go down to the shin or reach for the toe. Push off that bent knee to come back up, switching over to the other side. So as you hinge forward, that hip draws back behind you, flat back. It doesn't take much to get into the hamstring. So it's not about reaching our toe or rounding our spine, lengthening from the spine, hinging forward, femur bone into the leg and hip is drawing back. Nice deep breath in. Keep that leg extended, but push off the bent knee, coming into Piriformis Stretch. Crossing at either the shin or right above the knee. Leg can stay extended or for a deeper stretch. Bend that knee, ankle underneath the knee joint, sitting up tall. You can hinge forward a little bit to hold that stretch. Nice deep breath in and out. One more breath in. And as we exhale, gently release it over to the other side. Same options with the leg positions. Not forcing anything. We do want to feel tension, but not pain. So pain is our signal to our body to back off just a little bit. Good, nice slow breaths in and out. And then gently release that. Inhale one more time. As you exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Grab onto the back of the chair, and I want to feel a nice stretch through the front of the chest, front of the shoulders. Relax the shoulder blades down and back. As you breathe in and out. Good, gently lower those. Nice energizing breath in, just like you did at the beginning class. Big breath out. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm going to check something on here real quick.